Teaching the Whole Child by Belinda, Donovan, a presentation for beginner teachers. The aim of this presentation is to supply the beginner teacher with techniques and pedagogical strategies based upon the learning theories, behaviourism, cognitivism and constructivism, which address the important matters of student well-being and pastoral care, good academic outcomes and classroom resources. This presentation is separated into the following sections, although they remain interconnected in the classroom environment. Set the scene. Ormrod 2011 illustrates that by treating students respectfully, warmly and inclusively, teachers can foster positive associations with the classroom. This is further enhanced when students are expected to behave in the same manner. Set the scene. Behaviourism reminds us to keep in mind the significant effect that students' unique past and present experience and knowledge can have on their behaviour. Ormrod 2011. Prince 2013 adds that by getting to know your students, you will be able to identify what reinforcement stimulus is most effective for them. Set the scene. Teachers must manage a diverse range of ability in the classroom. According to Wright 2006, students with ADHD are much less able to regulate their own behaviour, which means external stimulus needs to be used by teachers to manage their behaviour and attention to learning. Following Wright 2006 principles using external stimulus may take extra time, thought and resources from the teacher. They may take the form of writing rules and task instructions down and placing them on the student's desk or close by, and where appropriate behaviour is demonstrated, external rewards such as the token system may be used. Your role as the teacher is to progress student learning, however there will be limits on resources and time. To help manage this, ensure you first question the value materials add in progressing student learning. Try rearranging classroom furniture or use outdoor or library spaces. Manage time by setting group tasks and work more closely with the group that needs more guidance. Educational software resources may be employed to complement student learning and to add an element of fun to what can otherwise be anxiety-inducing activities. Students' learning and academic outcomes can benefit from the immediate feedback from the software and from the association of pleasure, Ormrod 2011. And action. Understand cognitive learning theory and enhance the learning in your lessons by aiding or directing students to recall relevant knowledge from their long-term memory. Pedagogical techniques such as reviewing past lessons, think, pair, share activities, or any number of warm-up activities can achieve this aim. Powell and Kalina 2009, students must first construct meaning before they can make use of new information. Walford 2005 provides pedagogical strategies to guide learning, including facilitating quality collaboration and discussion, the use of inquiry-based learning, and to use guiding questioning, all the while monitoring student participation. Students construct their own meaning. By using pedagogical strategies such as these, a culture of learning can be created in the classroom, with student construction of meaning at its heart. These techniques create the expectation of student participation in their own learning. They make content relevant through examples and problem solving, and they develop awareness of the student's own learning processes. Formative assessment places student learning firmly at the centre of teaching practice. It identifies areas in which students need to concentrate to improve academic outcome. For example, it may indicate that extension work is needed for some students, whereas others may require revisiting the fundamentals in a different way, such as through problems or real-life examples. Formative assessment provides evidence to the teacher of where learning needs to concentrate in order for students to move forward academically. It can also feed back to the students to achieve the same, along with enhancing their sense of ownership over their learning. Formative assessments need to be built into lesson plans, and attention must be given to recording students' output and development. The beginner teacher has at their disposal many strategies and pedagogical practices to approach teaching holistically. Behaviourism learning theory tells us that student learning can be enhanced by creating a classroom atmosphere of warmth, security and fun, an environment in which students are recognised as being unique, and when needed, teaching practices can alter to suit students' individual needs. Understanding cognitivism and constructivism shape the lesson plan the teacher will set in practice. Knowing how memory works and how students construct their own meaning, the teacher can create a climate of learning in which the student is firmly at the centre. Formative assessments are ongoing and vital if gaps in student learning are to be identified in order for students to achieve good academic outcomes.
Created using Powtoon.